Listen.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 7 of the Fab Five Podcast.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Listen. Listen. See. Listen. That's what y'all coming here for. You feel me? Like, I'm just chilling. I'm watching Maryland. Wait, Maryland's beating Ohio State. The Ohio
Oh
State.
yeah,
Oh Lord.
man. Ohio State can go behind a rock.
I ain't gonna lie. Ohio State kind of. I don't know. I feel like if I don't know if this is y'all, but I feel like this is the year where I really haven't heard nothing about them.
Mm.
Like they've been.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not the same teams they were.
I'm not gonna lie. That's the most. I didn't even know they was a 4 seed. You know.
I didn't either.
I didn't even know they was ranked. I thought they fell off a cliff or something. But first and foremost, how y'all doing on this holiday weekend?
And another day to be blessed.
Amen.
Life is good. Life is great. My birthday is in 14 days as we speak, ladies and gentlemen. So,
How old is young Mark turning?
We'll give a nice golf clap for 23 years old on the 21st. Nice golf clap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. My birthday's in a little over a month. I can't wait. More than you could believe.
Mine's not until December.
Yeah, Joey's already an old man, so you know.
Yeah, I'll be the 30 of all ones.
God damn, you old bastard.
Late.
Hey, I'm turning up for my 31st though.
I hope so.
I hope so.
I'm going to Atlantic City.
Let me know.
But of course,
Let me know.
I got you.
There is a topic at hand, and I think we all know what this topic at hand is. Baseball, playoff baseball, is officially here. I mean, hold on. I'm sorry. Playoff baseball is officially here. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be some good series. If this is a playoffs that I would watch, I'm definitely watching this playoffs for sure. Last year was okay, but this year, I think this year is a whole lot better this year. So I know there are gonna be teams playing as we record this. I think the first series kicks off here in like.
Delayed right now because it's pouring over here on the East Coast.
Oh well, great, nice.
Yeah, it's pouring in Baltimore right now. So, but yeah, I mean, we go ahead and get started and roll into this. Really, how you want to do this?
Yeah.
I mean, let's start with.
I was like,
Let's start with the team that nobody expected to make the playoffs out of this whole bunch of 8. Let's talk about the Baltimore Orioles. Did anybody expect them to make the playoffs?
no.
Get 100+ wins? How much they end up finishing with?
Hell no.
I didn't. With that very young rotation too, like Adley Rutschman becoming the best catcher in all of baseball. If he has, there's so many. I don't know. This team, it's been a nice welcome surprise because I didn't expect them to do anything, especially when there was a lot of other teams that we expected to do stuff this year. This team showed out. This team legitimately showed out, and for such a small market team, you know what I mean? They really did well, even though, you know what I mean? Nobody expected. I mean, my expectations. I mean, I thought they were going to be good, but I thought maybe like 70 wins. You know, maybe 80, make a good push for the wild card, but nobody expected this. Joey, did you expect this at all?
Hell no. I thought they were going to be more improved, but if maybe 10 games out of the playoffs, maybe 15 because of their young talent they got. Like I said, and not even as I said, what you said. If anybody said that they were going to win 100 games and be the number 1 seed out of the AL, I would have called you full of shit. In the nicest way possible, I could say it. But there's really not a nice way I could really say it. But yeah, I didn't expect that.
Would you agree that this is the? Would you agree that this is the surprise package for this year, for this season?
If you would have told me at the month of April, month of May, that the Baltimore Orioles were going to be the number 1 seed in the playoffs, I would have called you a fucking fool. But this team has some good hitters, and arguably Rookie of the Year Gunnar Henderson, Adley Rutschman, Ryan Mountcastle, Austin Hayes. This team has it all. This team has a little bit of everything.
And they don't even have their top prospect in their fucking ideal.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and
rotation
they don't even have their top prospect in the lineup yet, which is insane. But the only problem that I think that Baltimore will run into, granted, they are playing the Texas Rangers.
Yeah.
with a lot of experience.
The only problem that I think that they will run into is their pitching. That is the only thing that I think they will run into. The only problem. For the sole fact that their pitching is not the greatest. It's not the greatest, but it is better than most, which is why they're in the playoffs as of right now, as we speak.
Like I said, their bats definitely carried a lot of their pitching.
And
go ahead. I mean,
and I think a lot of people need to realize that, yes, you have great batting, but the batting isn't going to be there all the time.
No.
I mean, their rotation this year was pretty much a bend don't break.
Yeah,
it was bend don't break. I guess you could say their best pitcher this year was Kyle Bradish, if we want to go. But honestly, I think that might be the one thing that does them in these playoffs. Because they have the bats, they have the speed, they have the power. They just don't have the pitching. But their pitching is young. So I mean, realistically, who was supposed to be starting today? Because I know that game's going to start in an hour.
It's going to be Kyle Bradish on the bump today.
Yeah, it's Bradish.
I mean, let me see if I can find their starting pitching rotation. Hold on. Okay. Let me see. It looks like they're going. Let me find their roster. Hold on.
Why you find out Texas just took the lead?
Already?
Yeah, they did like a play action where the tight end broke out to an out, like a out towards the corner of the red zone. He was wide the hell open. Now it's about to be, what, 14-10 or 15-10? 14.
I mean, let's think here realistically. Realistically, I think they might go for with Gibson, Bradish, Creamer, and maybe Grayson Rodriguez. Maybe. But we all know that
they have a good closer.
They have a good closer. Bautista.
Felix Bautista is still out, I think.
Oh, is he? Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be kind of tough. I would love for them to make a run. I would so much love.
So would I.
I would love for them to make a run, but I hate this. That Orioles team might be a simple case of too early, too soon.
Yes.
And I think, honestly, the experience they'll get from here will be massive. I don't know what they can do, but I would hope that they would be considering signing a starting pitcher. They're
going to get pitching next year. I'll put any amount of money. Don't be shocked if they get possibly I would say one. I wouldn't say word great. I'd say very good, and then the other one, you might get another one that can get you at least 9 to 10 wins.
Right. You know what it is?
They're going to get some pitching.
They're going to get some, because honestly speaking, it's not like other small markets where it's horrible to live in Baltimore. Baltimore's not a horrible place to live in. You know, you're not that far from D.C. You can live in Virginia. You know what I mean? Baltimore's a good place to be. And, I mean, honestly speaking, I just think it's too early. It's too early, too soon. I do expect this to go the distance of 5. I think the Rangers get this. We'll talk about the Rangers in a minute, but I honestly think the Rangers knock them out in 4 or 5. But I mean, it'll be a good experience. But I do hope they make a run though, because they are exciting to watch. Because there will be times where I'll just, obviously since my Mets suck, I'll watch other teams, and they're actually pretty exciting to watch. They got some electric guys on there. So I mean, Mar, what you think they're gonna do in the playoffs?
Hold on. What are we talking about? I'm sorry.
What do you think they're gonna do with
What's
Or
the Orioles? What do you think their expectations this playoffs?
Orioles Rangers.
Yeah, we're talking
the
Orioles
thing
right
is, and I said, and I'm gonna keep saying it. The Orioles are either gonna break or bend when it comes to their pitching rotation. If their pitching rotation is not on, if they're not, doing what they're supposed to be doing, because granted, yes, great hitting will take you a very long way in the playoffs. I feel like a lot of teams get cold when it comes to the playoffs,
Mm.
unfortunately, but that's the truth. If you have great hitting, you'll go far in the playoffs, but you have to have a mixture of great pitching as well.
Mm-hmm.
You don't win games if you don't have great pitching, and that's just that. If you don't have great pitching, you may win a max of 1 to 2 games in the playoffs if you have great hitting. But if you don't have great pitching, you will not win a single series. I'm sorry. It just won't happen. Unless you just go against a team whose pitching is just absolutely terrible, you're not going to win. That's it, unfortunately. I think the Orioles have what it takes to potentially beat Texas, to beat the Rangers, and to move on. But however, their pitching has to be on point, especially with a lineup like Texas, man. You got Marcus
Mm-hmm.
Simeon,
Mm.
Corey Seager, Nate Lowe, Adolis Garcia. Like you have such a talented
Helm.
batting lineup. You have such a talented batting lineup in Texas, man. And it's like take it from me, somebody who's seen Texas so many times a year with the Astros. That hitting lineup is talented. And you gotta have good pitching in order to even play against that, to even compete against that, to even compete with that.
Yeah, their lineup.
Do I think the Orioles? Do I think the Orioles win the series? I think they can, but don't be surprised if Texas ends up winning, just because of off of their pitching rotation and off their bullpen.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably one of the worst matchups they could have got. One through line, this lineup is deadly. I mean, I know they won't have Scherzer for this round, right? He's not available for this.
No,
No, so
Mm-mm.
but even still, you still have Nathan Evaldi, still got Jordan Montgomery, still got Mr. Dane Dunning. Um, I don't know if Heine will. I think that's how you say his name, Heine. I don't know if Andrew.
Adam Haney's pitching today.
Who's Andrew Haney's pitching today?
Yeah, Haney's pitching for the
That's,
Rangers today.
that's interesting. So I'm guessing it's going to be Haney, Evaldi, and then Montgomery. I'm guessing that's how they're going to do it.
That's my guess.
That would be my guess. But I mean, think about it. I mean, they have the better pitcher. They have the better lineup. That lineup 1 through 9 is, ooh, ooh,
Pretty good. Yes.
ooh, sweet Jesus, it's beautiful. But I don't know if you guys know, but I feel like this team got cold towards the end. I don't know if it's
For the Rangers,
I don't know if it was just I don't know if it was just end of the season and they were just packing it in. I don't know what it was, but I mean, listen, this team could go far. This Rangers team, but they could also get cooked in the first round as well.
mm-hmm.
I don't know what to I don't know what to expect out of this Rangers team because sometimes they show up and sometimes they do. However, I don't know. I don't know. They could be a sleeper pick for winning it all. It could be a sleeper pick for winning it all because they have everything right there. It's just whether it all clicks or not. I mean, Mar, you're in the same division as them, so I mean, you pay attention to them more than us. But I mean, what's your thoughts on the Rangers as a whole?
the Rangers are the Rangers are a team that I absolutely hate.
That's not very
I
nice.
hate them because they're in my division. That's why. Number one, they're in the Houston Astros division. I hate them. However, I will not take away the fact that they are a very talented team. I just gave them credit, for their pitching rotation. They have a great batting lineup. But I still hate the Rangers. Do I want them to win against the Orioles? Absolutely not. But at the same time, would I like to play them essentially in the ALCS? Absolutely. I would love to play them in the ALCS.
What do you think would be the undoing of this Rangers team?
Essentially, if their bats go cold, if their bats end up going cold, then you could see the Orioles eventually evening the series out and winning, essentially. Because one thing about it, this Rangers lineup can definitely go cold. I've seen this lineup go very cold. If anything.
It went cold towards the end.
So which is a major problem. You want to catch fire towards the end of the season and just keep and ride that wave for as long as you can. But the Rangers batting lineup has a history of going cold when it matters the most. So with that being said, that's going to be the untimely demise of the Rangers.
All right. I'm going to go around and ask everyone who you think is moving on and why. Who you think is moving on and why? Joey, go first.
This is, like I said, I'm just going to try to make this nice and quick. If the pitching ain't on for Baltimore, I think this entire amount of games this series goes, it's going to have to be high scoring. Because if the Rangers bats are on, the Orioles are going to have to come back and probably score between an average of 6 to 9 runs to win a series like this. Can their bats do it? Yeah, they could do it. Could the Rangers bats slow down a little bit? Yeah, they could. As you broke it down, I think this could be maybe, too much for them to try to choose so early because they're so young. I'm thinking the Rangers win this series probably within 4 to 5. This series. It should be one of the more ideal, closer series out of the 3 of the remaining ones. But I'm slightly doing the Rangers.
I got Rangers in 5. I think the Orioles still. I think the 1-1 at home and the 1-1 on the road. But I think this is too early. It's too early. They ain't ready for prime time just yet. Not yet. A year or two maybe. That pitching scares me, man. I've seen Kramer be on. I've seen Bradish be on. I've also seen both of them get pieced up like it's nobody's business. And I feel like yes, the Rangers bats have gone cold. But when you got cold bats, this pitching rotation is the rotation you want to face. Because just like how their bats are Jekyll and Hyde, this Orioles rotation is Jekyll and Hyde. So, I mean, honestly, it's too early, too soon. I think the Orioles will give us some great games. I think this will be one of the best games to watch. But I got Rangers in 5. Mar?
If I had to pick a team to move on, I think for the sole fact that it's great pitching versus great batting. Essentially, does great pitching win some games? But I think the way the Baltimore lineup is set up,
yeah,
and they have so many guys that can hit.
What?
And then you have Adley Rutschman, who's, if not, one of the best catchers in the league right now.
He has to be one.
So, I think the Orioles will win. I think how many games? I think they run in 5. If they win in 5, actually, you know what? Depending on how it goes for them, I think they could go for a clean sweep. I
Ooh.
think they could do it. They're capable of it. I think they go for a clean sweep.
Okay. Mar, take over for the next series. I'll be right back. Something just came up. Hold on. I'll be right back.
All right.
You hear that?
So the next series that's in the American League is the Houston Astros and the Minnesota Twins. Of course, the Houston Astros, 2022 World Series champions. Looking to repeat. Look at the repeat. Looking to go back to the ship. Meanwhile, the Minnesota Twins, who's been very sneaky throughout the year, they have a hit or miss or a hit or bust lineup. Pitching is a B tier type pitching. You have Joe Ryan,
Mm-hmm.
you have Sonny Gray, you have
Bailey
Johan,
Oder,
you have Bailey Oder, you have Johan Duran as your closer.
Pablo.
So Pablo Lopez as well. A pretty solid, B plus, A minus
Mm-hmm.
grade pitching. And of course, you have the Houston Astros.
They got pitching for days.
All around great pitching, all around great hitting. It's going to be a good series in my opinion. Um, Granted, the fact I am a fan of the Houston Astros, but I'm going to keep it very short and very simple. The other night, when uh, when they chanted we want Houston. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
they chanted we want Houston, and for those who know, the we want Houston chants never end well. They have never ended well. They have never ended well. We've seen the Yankees do it last year. The Mariners did it last year. Unfortunately, the Phillies did it last year. And
Yeah.
we've seen what happened. Um, Me personally, again, like I said, given the fact I am an Astros fan, but I'm gonna keep it very short, very simple. I think we take care of business. I think we take care of business because we have great pitching, we have great hitting. We're literally capable of doing everything, everything. So I think we'll end up sweeping them. If not sweeping them, I think we beat them in five.
How I personally feel about it, and unfortunately, my team was the victim of losing in the World Series. Unfortunately, um, once I saw the full playoff bracket and I saw the potential matchups, I honestly thought this is Houston's run to get back to the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
They brought back Verlander. They got debit pitching. Like you're looking at potentially 3 games of Verlander, Valdez, and then who I call one of the scariest mofo's when it comes to the playoffs. And Christian Javier. Good Christ, I don't want to see him again. Um, Honestly, I think if I'm looking at some of these series, this is the one series I can see Houston absolutely sweeping them.
Yeah.
Because even like your fourth option, Hunter Brown, he's young, but he had a great back end towards his regular season. He looked good. So if you're telling me you got 4 options that can help y'all definitely keep control of the game as long as your bats are on, like I said, you guys should absolutely smack Minnesota to go right back to Minnesota. And I don't think it's close. I think if they do get one, maybe it's 5, but I'd be shocked. I just think the Houston's team's one of the more ready teams to keep competing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Get the broomsticks out. Get the broomsticks. Get the dustpan. Get the trash bags. It's cleanup time. Y'all need to pack them up in 3.
Mm,
I don't need this. Don't need to go past 4.
mm.
Not this series. This is probably one of the more cut. This might be the most simple series. Got the better pitching. Got the better bats. That's the
Got the
most.
better coach.
Got the better skipper.
Good
Y'all see,
old,
good old Dusty.
good old Dust.
Good old Dusty. Their pitching is Jekyll and Hyde. I don't even think they really have any pitching. We talk. Honestly, they might have the worst rotation
Oh,
the Twins and all the teams in the
they
playoffs.
got some. I'd say they got like some B plus pitching, at least for like starters. But
No man,
they're hittable. They are hittable.
listen, yeah, they're gonna finish them off in 3. This might be the sweep.
Yeah, this is the one sleep I'm expecting.
This is yeah. Anything if this goes 5, something really has to go wrong.
Mm.
But honestly, um, let's see here. I don't know. Yeah, the Astros got their faults, but it's really gonna take a lot, and I don't think this is the team to expose it. I think the Twins have to be perfect. The Astros just need to be good. They just need to be half decent, really. But I don't know what y'all discussed so far, but give me Astros in the sweep.
Yeah, I pretty much sum it down to the Astros in the sweep.
Get the brooms out. Get the brooms out. Ma, you got any more thoughts, or you said what you need to say? I know I was going for a second.
Mm,
You got anything to add, Joey? Before we move on?
I really don't. I'm not saying it just because Mars an Astro fan, but I think this is the sweep of the series.
Yeah, this is the sweep. Oh shoot, hold on. Jonathan Taylor on pitch count for the week.
Yeah, but because he also just signed a new contract deal, like 3 years, like 42 mil.
Oh, they finally paid him.
Yep. A-Ridge, like, give me my running back.
I feel you. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. We might see A-Rich in a pocket more. I ain't gonna lie.
Good luck trying to contain both.
It's gonna be a fun time. Moving on to the NL. Let's start with the Phillies and the Braves.
This is a series I'm waiting to watch.
Yes. Sure. And I'm not even saying it because I'm a Philly fan, but this is the one that definitely has me tingling for so many goddamn reasons.
I'm not gonna lie. This right here, I'm gonna just say it out rip. Whoever wins this series is going to the World Series.
So,
boom.
As we all know, last year, this was a matchup last year in the same round, same setting, same everything. Reese Hoskins had the bat slam heard across the world.
Jesus, that gives me goosebumps.
Spencer Strider got absolutely touched up. Dylan Lee got touched up. The Braves pitching got absolutely demolished by good old Reese Hoskins, Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, and JT Realmuto. They absolutely crushed Phillies. But now, this year, the Phillies have Trey Turner added into the mix. Bryson Stott.
Boom.
Bryce Harper is back. Bohm is here. Schwarber, of course, Schwarber being Schwarber. But however, this is a very new and improved Atlanta Braves. Acuna, MVP season, he's fully healthy now. Michael Harris, Matt Olson, who just came off of a 54 home run season. The batting has been batting for the Braves. And so have the Phillies. So this year will make for a entirely different series, I think, in my opinion. My personal opinion, as Gabe said, I think whoever wins this series will eventually end up going to the World Series. However, there is still the Los Angeles Dodgers who look good.
Until they
Even
don't.
though I don't like them, absolutely hate them, absolutely despise them, but still the LA Dodgers to worry about over there in the NL. My personal opinion as a fan of, who watched the Phillies in the Astros last year, I would love to see it again. I actually would. However, I want to see the Braves because if you don't recall, just 2 years ago, the Braves had Jack Peterson, Jorge Soler. They had a lineup that absolutely pissed on the Astros pitching. And ever since that day, I wanted revenge from the get-go. So hopefully, if the Braves ends up going to the World Series, I would love to see them in a series once again. We got a lot of shit. We got a lot of shit to prove, honestly. That's just me though. I don't know about everybody else.
Um, I'm gonna just say it. Um, Joey knows how much I hate the Phillies. Can't stand
Mm-hmm.
can't stand either of these teams. To be honest with you, more so the Phillies than the Braves. I mean, you know the history between the Mets and Phillies.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. um, but I'm gonna be completely honest here. There's no Max Fried, no Charlie Morton. Give me Phillies in
Oh,
five.
Max Fried is just to not to cut you off. Max Fried is projected to play on Monday.
Really?
Currently projected. I'm looking at the starters.
I
Just
thought
looking at the
I
schedule.
thought he was on I thought he was on IL for 15 days.
I don't unless they change it by then, but right now, just on the at least the first two games, they have the Max Fried pitching game too. At least at the moment right now. That could always be up for change.
Listen,
But that's just from what I saw.
I'm not gonna lie. Give me the Phillies in five. Give me the Phillies in five. Honestly speaking, really and truth, Strider. Um, I think he's the best pitcher in baseball right now. But boy, I mean, if you he has his tendencies. Um, he forgets how to pitch in the playoffs. I don't know
Mm-hmm.
what it is. I really don't know what it is. And honestly speaking, if y'all rotation shows up, because we know the bats will show up for sure. The bats will definitely show up. But I honestly think y'all have a chance to finish this in five. As, if they do win, it's not going to be. If the Braves do pull this off, it's not going to be a sweep. It's going to be in five. Zach Wheeler is pitching like his old self again.
Yep, in game two.
Aaron Nola, we all know who Aaron Nola is. I mean, he had a rough start at the beginning. Um, he's kind of eased it up. Um, Ranger Suarez, you know what he's good for. Are y'all going three?
Ranger somehow decides to show up during the big lights. I don't know why, but that kid Ranger decides to show up during the big lights.
I have a question. Are y'all going three deep or four deep?
From if I had to guess this series, it's probably gonna be four because Rangers playing today. Wheeler is projected for game two, then meaning probably Nola game three, and then game four. I don't know if we go back to Suarez or we look at maybe either Lorenzen or Walker. I don't know how that's gonna work, but
I keep on forgetting y'all
I just
have
know
Lorenzen.
huh?
I keep on forgetting y'all have him.
We just got him before the deadline, which I like that pickup. Who know? I guess maybe four.
Yeah.
If I had to take one hell of a guess. But this is the one matchup for multiple reasons. One, because I'm a Philly fan. Of course, I want to see my Phillies get back. But I'm gonna say this as just a pure baseball fan. This series excites the shit out of me. No matter what happens as a fan, it excites the shit out of me because think about this Cinderella story. Braves having one of the better seasons in their franchise. Acuna stays healthy. Easily NL should easily win the NL. And it's not even fucking close. Now they just gotta be like, look, we had this amazing season. We had all these good accomplishments where we had a lot of our batters cracking the hell out of home runs. Now we got to show up to the big stage because if they can do that and get by the Phillies, I think they are locking their whoever they play next round. I'm sorry, good luck because if the Braves win this series and they play it very good, they're going right to the World Series. But as a Philly fan, I don't want that. I want to see if Strider shows up. If Strider shows up, then yeah, this could be a very interesting damn fucking season overall series. But of course, I want the Phillies to win. I want our bats to keep attacking them. Of course, I'm gonna pick the Phillies to win. I'm gonna say probably 5. But I think if we can win game 1 tonight, because the goal for me, I want to go 1-1 in these 2 games. I'll be damn shocked if we can go ahead and win 2 in Atlanta. That'll be very goddamn shocking. If we can go 1-1, I'm like, okay, now we go back to our house. Let's see what we can do at home. But if we can go ahead and somehow, in the miracle of praying for Jesus, go 2-0 in Atlanta, that would be something. But yeah, I got Phillies in 5.
More thoughts?
It's
But don't get
it's
me
going to
wrong.
be interesting.
If we lose this series, I'll be upset. But at the same time, we're playing arguably one of the best teams. We're probably playing the best team in baseball, and it scares the shit out of me. So I hate playing the Braves.
Go ahead, Mom.
Essentially, I think it's the Phillies versus the best baseball team in the major leagues.
Mm-hmm.
I think, however, the Braves pitching is not the greatest, especially as of right now. No Max Fried, no Charlie Morton. It's not the greatest, but the hitting has to show up. And there's been times where we've seen this Braves hitting not show up.
Let's hope to God they don't this series.
So for the sole fact that the Braves hitting does not like to show up at times, I will be taking the Phillies to win again. I will be taking the Phillies to win again. As much as it kills me, because the Braves, I've made the most money on the Atlanta Braves this year. I've made money on Ronald Acuna. I've made money on Michael Harris, Matt Olson, Marcell Ozuna.
Damn near everybody.
Literally Austin
The whole
Riley.
Braves
Literally
lineup.
the entire lineup. I've made money on them the entire year. But I think the Phillies are going to do exactly what they did last year, if not worse. But just enough to advance to the next round.
So I'm assuming they're all going Phillies in 5.
I hope so.
Phillies in 6.
I'm gonna need some beer for today.
The last series. Good old West Coast showdown. Diamondbacks, Dodgers. The Diamondbacks have been a surprise package for the NL this year as well. I didn't expect this at all. Not one bit. We knew they had pieces, but I ain't expect this. Nuh-uh. I didn't expect this at all. Obviously, we all know who the Dodgers are. But I'm not gonna lie to you. This probably might be one of the worst Dodgers teams I've seen in a minute. They don't look that good at all. I don't know. They don't strike fear as they used to back in the heyday. Joey, I'll let you take the wheel for this one, but I don't know. They're kind of disappointing me. I don't know.
So early, I would say the Diamondbacks made me a good amount of money. because I had a feeling about their team because they also have a younger type of core that can hit. They have a good lineup that can hit, and you've seen that clearly when they got down early against Milwaukee. They never gave up. They got their composure together, and they started racking in runs. Um, I would say, for a pitching wise, besides Kershaw, this is one of the less superior teams for the Dodgers when it comes to pitching. But yes, do they have the bats that can easily carry them? Oh yeah, it's gonna be if the pitching ain't on, it's gonna have to be where the bats have to score between like probably at minimum 5 to 9 runs. Somewhat similar to the Orioles, but at least they have more veteran bats that can carry. But this game could be tight. Because like I said, Diamondbacks are a team that are not going to go away unless you actually put them the hell down. I would like to see the Diamondbacks keep winning. I like, the point of the way their franchise is going. I think this is going to be a sneaky series where this goes the full. I think both teams are going to have their moments, but I'm slightly edging out the more experience of the Dodgers.
I'll let you go next.
The Diamondbacks have been a surprise, I think, to, if not the casual MLB fan, but I think to everyone here. Ketel Marte, Corbin Carroll, Gurriel, Alec Thomas, Christian Walker. This lineup has had some good moments this year. And watching them against Milwaukee in that wild card series, it just was one of those things. It's like, damn, like this is really happening. The Diamondbacks are really in the playoffs, because we always known the Diamondbacks for being a poverty franchise for like the last 15 seasons. Of course, they had the World Series with Randy Johnson, obviously, Mr. Old Man Johnson. But I feel like this is a year where the Diamondbacks, if not essentially advance to the championship series, but they have the opportunity to shock the world.
Uh-huh.
And it would be amazing if they could do this. But they have a very tough challenge ahead of them.
Very.
I'm gonna flat out and say it. I'm gonna say it. Give me the D-backs to pull off the upset.
Ooh.
Give me the D-backs.
Yes.
Give me the D-backs to do it. I don't trust the Dodgers pitching for nothing. I don't trust Clayton Kershaw in October. Their pitching is just god awful. I'm sorry. Take Kershaw out of there. At best, it's a AAA pitching rotation. At best. Yes, they got Mookie Betts, MVP contender. Yes, they have pieces over there, but I don't know. This team, this might be this team screams fraudulent to me. Will the Diamondbacks have to be on? Yes, but I think the one thing that gives them advantage in this series is realistically all you have to worry about pitching wise is just Clayton Kershaw. And Clayton Kershaw can get touched up. So I feel like if they can get past Kershaw, I think tonight, if they win tonight, they got it in the bag. They got it in the bag. If they beat Kershaw tonight, if they get to him early, if they get him rattled, because let's be for real now here. Everyone's expecting this Dodgers team to win a World Series. In LA, at least. In LA. Now, to the rest of us in here, I don't even think they make it out this round. But give me the Diamondbacks in 5. I think they do it. If they can get past Kershaw tonight, give me 3. Get the broomsticks out. But if they don't beat them tonight, give me 5.
Right.
Joey, who do you think's gonna walk out of here?
I would like to see the Diamondbacks do it because, like I said, they have the bats. But I'm going with the more veteran team of the Dodgers. I think they're going to pull this one out, but after this round, I think that's the end of the Dodgers, whoever they play.
Oh yeah, it's quiet.
Because none against the Diamondbacks. They're also a younger team in their lineup, somewhat similar-ish to the Orioles, but maybe not as deep as nowhere close being deep as the Orioles. But they have their guys where they can hit. I think both teams are, I can almost compare the Diamondbacks to the Orioles. You give them a couple more good pitchers, and that team's going to be insane in both of their NL ALs. I'm just slightly leaning the more veteran team. But whoever wins this round, I don't see them getting past the winner of the Phillies Braves. They're just going to be the pawn in the matchup.
Hell no, I don't see it either. Dang, I guess that's all. I mean, I guess we could just go around the room real quick and just talk about. Cause I mean, this is kind of short. What we saw 115. I guess we could talk about who we think's gonna win the World Series and why. I'll go first. As much as I hate to say this, man, I really hate saying this. I really hate saying this. Give me the Astros to go back to back. I think they do it. I legitimately think they do it. Because I don't know what it is, but this whole playoffs is screaming Phillies and Astros part 2. It's screaming, it's so loud. And it's not even funny. But I don't know, I think the Astros might do it again. They might just do it again. Joey, what you think? Who do you think's gonna win it?
I think it's honestly, like I said, I do agree with the rematch. I think it's gonna be Astros Phillies. The whole build up to that game, when it comes to commercials, everything else is gonna be superior if it gets to that matchup. Could the Astros potentially try to big brother the Phillies again? It's very possible. But I'm gonna keep going with the hungry dog mentality. I think the Phillies do beat the Astros in the World Series. What about you, Mar?
When the chips are stacked, when they're laid down all on the table.
Mara, thoughts?
I got my team. I have my team. I got my team winning. I got us winning. It doesn't matter who we play from the National League.
I know you want the Braves.
I want the Braves.
I'll say this right now: if the Braves make it, I'm going Astros. But you can't hear me going saying "Go Braves." No,
Nah.
hell no.
Hell no.
That's against my religion.
But
It's like when I accidentally cheered "Go Cowboys" one time and I almost threw the hell up.
You was tweaking for that,
Bro, I was on a whole edible, and when he said Dallas got pick 6, I'm like, bro, you lying. Pick 6 guy was like, oh my god, go down. Wait, what the hell did I just say? Nah, I need to keep my high ass the fuck down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you was bugging. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, that defense did help me win.
It sure did. I guess before we wrap this up, I guess we could talk about our fantasy league. Real quick. For those who don't know, I had DJ Moore this week.
Listen here, you fucking casual. You fucking you know what you get, casual. You know what you get. You get this. That's what you get. If you didn't know, DJ Moore is on the bench for Mr. Gabriel, and DJ Moore proceeded to have 49 fantasy points. Now listen here, you fucking casual. You should have started DJ Moore, because you know what? My team is finna drag their fucking nuts across your fucking team.
Now, looking at my team, who would you have started? Who would you taken out for DJ Moore?
What receivers do you have on your team?
I have CD.
And I'll tell you right now.
I have CD, Jamar, and who's the other one? Who's the other one? I'll tell you right now. Let me pull it up actually.
Diggs.
And Diggs.
I'm taking Jamar out. The Bengals have been absolute dog shit. Have we not seen how the Bengals have been?
I'm not gonna
Have we
lie.
not seen it?
We have. I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, you know what? I honestly didn't. I didn't expect much from Justin Fields yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know Emmanuel Forbes was like man, he got
The
cooked.
Commanders, though, Gabe, they're in your division. You should know.
I know, but I was expecting him. I thought he was gonna put up more of a fight after he got cooked last week. Listen,
No,
I
no.
overanalyzed it. I'm just hoping and praying that Jamar pays me off this week. Cause
You better hope so.
I better hope so. Ooh, boy, I'm gonna end up regretting that choice. I'm not gonna lie, all my big hitters are like Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert. They all on buys this week, so. But yeah. Let's see. We only have one undefeated man this week in Sean. I think is he on pace to lose this week? I think his defense got like -5. If I'm not
Oh
mistaken.
shit. Who?
Let me see. Well, let's go with the matchups. Obviously, I face Mar this week. It's a pick 'em essentially.
Yeah, I got cornbread.
You got cornbread. You please, please,
I want everything in my power to just beat his ass.
please, because he's been running his mouth, boy. And I call this
Oh,
team.
I know.
I say his team is just Justin Jefferson. And if Justin Jefferson ain't playing, boy. Oh boy. Um, Kelly got on Bryant. That's a pick 'em. That might be the game, but that might be close. And Ryan actually has Sean. Ryan has Sean this week.
Can Ryan pull up the biggest upset of the franchise fantasy football history?
I can't believe he doesn't have a win.
That mind blows me when I saw that. I was like, damn.
Because let's think about it. The last 3 weeks, who he played last week?
I haven't faced Ryan yet, but I know that. So
Who did he play last week? I could pull that up. Schedule. What's his name? Singleton for Heisman?
yeah.
He faced Bryant. Then Bryant had.
I know Brian beat him. You beat him.
I'm not gonna lie. None of his guys just showed up.
Yeah.
But I know the past 3 weeks he kept losing on Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
He was up on 20 by me, lost Monday night. I forgot who he faced the second week. As like every team that he faced on Monday night, he lost. So I mean, let me see. Let's look at this game. Singleton for Eisman. I mean, he lost to me Monday night. He lost to Kelly on Monday night. He lost to Mar on Monday night. Honestly speaking, here, I think he might be the one doing the punishment.
We'll see if he actually does it. Hey, me and you, we will make sure he gets this shit done.
Trust me. I'll make sure every call is done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna lie. What are we all focused on for fantasy football? Are we focused on getting the better seed or just putting up as many points as you can?
Only thing I'll say, at least for me, even in my losses, I've still put up a lot of points in losses.
Right. So for those who don't know, I don't mean to cut you off, Joey. For those who don't know,
you go ahead.
We're doing our punishment this year because since everyone makes the playoffs, it's going to be the person who scores the least amount of points during the regular season that lost in the first round.
Yep.
So, I mean, obviously Ryan will make the playoffs at 0-5, but if he runs into who Sean's the first, he might actually beat Sean this week, which would be useful.
I would laugh.
Which would be useful for a lot of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because then, depending on what happens, people will just be a game or two back. But then again, who knows? McCaffrey might just go off for 50 again. But I think right now he's on track to do it. It's fine margin, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm more focused on I want the better seed.
Yeah, I want the seed.
I want the second or third seed. I don't want number. Well, I'll even take 4. Give me the top 4 seeds. I don't want to be at 5, 6, 7, or 8. Because you know you're just gonna get somebody nasty. You know you're gonna get somebody nasty in that first round. And I got Jonathan Taylor back this week too. I won't be playing him. He'll be on.
I don't know if he'll be on the snap count, but I saw whoever has Cooper Kupp.
He's on the pitch count.
Cooper Kupp, he's not gonna be. Apparently, Sean McVay said that Kupp's not gonna be on a pitch count.
Yeah, no. Ryan has Cooper Kupp. I have Jonathan Taylor. But
Jonathan Taylor's gonna be hit or miss.
He's gonna be on my bench. He's gonna be on my bench now. I gotta see what he does.
That motherfucker's gonna end up scoring a 35, and he'd be mad as fuck.
Mad. So mad. That's why I'm kind of tempted to play him just because. But I mean, we'll see. I mean, how y'all think the league's going so far? Has it been everything you expected it to be?
Oh yeah, I know. At least for me, I knew it was gonna be competitive because we have a good group of people in there, who knew football, and the draft was gonna get interesting. And only thing I'll say is, there's times where so far some players haven't showed up. For my sake, my players haven't stayed healthy. And that's why I had to make my big time name change. So hopefully with that name change, I stay healthy with that because everybody's gonna drink their milk. I can just, like I said, is if I had no injuries, I think I could win a little bit more. I had dramatic injuries that shot me in the foot, but still plenty of football ahead. And like I said, I want to come for at least one of the top 3 seeds.
I want top 3. I don't want 4. 4 I'd be okay with. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not.
No, I want one of the top 3.
I want one of the top 3. So the playoff matchups so far: Sean versus Ryan, me versus Mar, Joey versus Bryant, and Kelly versus Cornbread. Those are the playoff matchups right now. But I don't know. Got the hand. God, it is pouring. It is pouring over there. Anybody got any thoughts to add before we wrap this bad boy up?
Go Phillies.
Go Astros.
All right, Ma, I'm gonna let you wrap this thing up.
Abe, you want to cheer for your team?
Man, fuck no. Ma, wrap this thing up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been an honor and a privilege to bring you episode 7 of the Fab 5 podcast. Make sure you go ahead, leave a like, make sure you comment, make sure you let us know what you want us to talk about next week for episode 8. Of course, follow us on Twitter. Make sure you join our Discord. It is for free. You do not have to pay. I swear, I promise you don't have to pay. I think I pretty much got everything at this rate.
Yeah. Someone did ask if we'll release the first episode on YouTube, and it will be released. Probably sometime. It might be released tomorrow. We'll release it tomorrow. The Origins episode on YouTube. But I mean, that's about it, really. I mean, I ain't got nothing else to say. We gonna wrap this up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll join y'all in DC. But God bless the night.